Hey guys, it's Haley's in a room and we're back with another freaking video. As you guys can tell by the title, we're talking about how I knew I was a lesbian, how I knew I was gay, and my coming out story. I don't really have a long coming out story, but we're gonna get in tune with how I knew I was gay. And I told you I'm gonna be back with the bangers after bangers, so get in tune. And before you continue with this video, make sure you hit that like button and make sure you subscribe so you can be notified every time Haley's in a room posts another freaking video, period. So let's jump right into the video because I don't want to do too much talking. I just want to get into it because this story is juicy, baby, juicy. So before I continue, I'm gonna give you guys like a little timeline. So I've always liked girls since I was in like 4th, 5th grade. Honestly, I had Instagram for years now. I had Instagram from since maybe, when did I have my Instagram account? Oh yeah, I had my Instagram account since like 2014, like when Instagram looked crazy, like I'm telling you. So there was this girl and she was from England and she was fire, to be honest. She was older than me. She was mad fire. And I was like, you feel me? We could talk, like, So we was DMing each other at the time. I think it was DM. Yeah, it was definitely DM still on Instagram. They been had that. Ain't nothing new to it. But we was DMing each other and I was feeling the vibe. Like, but before that, when I was in school, like, me and my friends used to play house. And y'all know, like, what that lead to, the mom and the dad, it's 2 girls or whatever, people was being fresh. Like, I was being fresh at the time. I was experimenting my sexuality and my body, because I was like as of age, I feel like, maybe not. So yeah, I was just filling out the vibes, and then we kept on DMing each other. And at the time, I'm young, I knew I was not going to England or whatever to link her, but it was just fun to be texting or whatever. No, actually, I'm lying. It didn't start on the DM on Instagram. It started on Kik. We found each other on Instagram and stuff like that. Then we started texting on Kik. And wow, saying that just taking me back to the days. I'm like, yo. And she had her profile picture like lesbians is when I changed my shit to that, like as if I already knew that. Like, girls, girl. I ain't even know. And at the time I didn't do anything with females. Like, I just knew that I was into females. And then in 8th grade, I went to an all-girls school. And hold up. I did fall into the stereotype of, going to all-girls school and really confirming. But I feel like before I even went to the all-girls school, I was already on that time. And, like, I already knew that some part of me along the lines liked females. I did used to talk to boys at the time. Like, had a little boo or whatever. Because I don't consider anything before high school a relationship, because we ain't even really know nothing about love or none of that. Like, so it was different. But yeah, I used to talk to boys, but it just wasn't given like how it would feel when I was talking to females. So I was kind of confirming it, but when I got to that all-girls school, we gonna get into that. So when I got to the all-girls school, for me, everybody in that school, it was a small school. It was 3 schools in one building. And I went to the part with the all-girls, and then there was a co-ed school as well, a co-ed high school. It was like a middle school and high school in one, or whatever the case may be. So then I first got to the school, and I got to experiment more because people was more bold in that school. Like, they already knew what was up. Like, they been doing this because they been in this school. Like I said, it was a middle school and a high school. I came in 8th grade, so I was kind of like late to the school, you feel me? Everybody already been there and done that. So I had this, honestly, I think that before I had the girlfriend in the school, I was talking to this other girl. I don't really remember. Or yeah, no, I definitely was talking to somebody before the girl, but then I ended up talking to this other girl. And this is when the story gets juicy. So my cousin had a boo at the time, which was a female, because I ended up going to the school because my cousin went to that school, you feel me? So my cousin had a boo at the time, and I'm now getting serious with my boo or whatever. So then we in the bathroom and we celebrating the anniversary. And at the time I wasn't really kissing girls like that. Like, you know, we was dating and stuff like that, but I never kissed her until that day. So we all in the bathroom. It was a third party there, like just somebody, she was just around or whatever the case may be, but it was all of us in the bathroom. And mind you, it's lunchtime. Like, if I want to go in the bathroom at lunchtime, I could do that. But y'all about to see why I'm saying that in a few. So then the principal, all you hear is heels, so everybody start running in the bathroom. So she comes in the bathroom and she's like, oh, whoever doesn't come out the store, they're getting suspended. So honestly, I'm standing my ground, bitch. I can't get my mother called or none of that, because they will talk about, oh, you're not getting suspended, just to lure you out of the bathroom to still get suspended, which I still got suspended, but that we gonna get to that part. So then she's like, oh, whoever's in the bathroom come out or whatever. So my cousin and her girlfriend come out the bathroom, and she let them go or whatever, because they was the first ones to come out. I should have got my ass out the bathroom, you feel me? But no, my dumb ass stayed in there. So then, oh yeah, and it was another, like, it was a stud, like a baby stud in the bathroom too. Like, it was mad of us in the bathroom or whatever the case may be. So everybody started coming out the stores after my cousin and her girlfriend at the time had left. And then she calls us into the office, and I had this friend at the time. She was like kind of like my best friend, my sister, or whatever the case may be. And she deadass told the principal that me and my girlfriend was in the bathroom doing the do. And I'm like, what, bro? I'm like, damn, you see how people really just throw you under the bus? So then she told them that or whatever. So the principal calls us in, and she starts questioning, and I didn't know that my friend already told on me. So I'm sticking to my lie that I thought we all collectively came up with, because like, who's trying to throw somebody under the bus if we was all in the bathroom? But you know, people was on other time, and so she already told her. So she telling me back the story of what my friend told her, and I was like, oh shit. So she like, all right, I'm starting to get to call mothers now. You guys will be in school suspension for skipping class. And I'm like, we got lunch. How am I skipping class? Like, if I don't want to be in the cafeteria, I feel like I don't have to be in the cafeteria. Like, for real. So boom, she's like, yeah, all getting suspended. So she's calling mothers, but at the time I was already getting in trouble for mad stuff. So my mother, her phone was already blocked, like her number was already blocked on the phone or whatever the case may be. Oh yeah, I had blocked the school number at the time off of my mother's phone, so she wouldn't get none of the school calls. But then they was like, oh, all right, so they noticed that she wasn't answering, so they told me that I had to go home and get the paper signed or whatever the case may be. So then comes to find out, I guess they did end up speaking to my cousin parents or whatever, but I didn't know because that situation was fast. But they didn't get suspended, they just got a call home or whatever. So then my mom is like, so I get home now and I have to give my mom the paper. And then she's telling me that my cousin mom already told her what happened at school. And I'm like, oh, nah, bro. And my mom is Caribbean. And at the time, I didn't know that she was, like, okay with all of that stuff. So she's like, she's sitting in the kitchen now. And before I even get to hand the paper to her, she's telling me, like, yeah, the teacher had called such and such mom, which was my cousin mom. And she told me that y'all was in the bathroom skipping class and you was with a girlfriend. She was like, if you like girls, just say that. Like, just tell me, basically. And I'm like, no, I don't like girls or whatever the case may be. Because, bitch, I'm still scared. Like, because at the time, I don't know why I was still scared or whatever the case may be. But I was still scared. So I was still not jacking it. I'm like, no, I don't like girls or whatever the case may be. Then, or whatever, we sat for our in-school suspension. I was in school suspension for like 2 to 3 days, I think. Or maybe 2 days. But I was suspended. Then after that, I kind of like over the years, after I was in a relationship with that girl that I was in a relationship with, she got exposed. Like, it was a whole story or whatever. I don't know if I'm gonna do a story time on that, because like I just feel like, yo, that was crazy. But yeah, she ended up being talking to mad niggas and shit. So, you know, they exposed her. There was a whole video out and shit like that. So I stopped talking to her. And then it was this stud in my school. I was into her. Like, after that, it was just all girls. Like, I was surrounded by literally all girls. Like, there was no males, there was nothing. So like, it was really experimenting time. So at a certain point in the school year, the school was getting so small that everybody done had a little flirtatious relationship with this person and that person. And I kind of got put in the equation because I was experimenting. Then I had got serious about this girl in my 9th grade year. And from then I already had it confirmed because I had brought her home to my house. I had asked my mother, like, at the time my mom had already knew, and she started saying, like, I'm so proud, like, I'm happy, like, at least you don't gotta get pregnant. Like, she was just excited. Like, I don't know what that was about, but you feel me, she didn't really have a problem with it. That's why I don't have a long coming out story or anything, like anything dramatic, because after a while of me still telling her, like, I don't like girls or whatever, after a while I started, you know, bringing my boo home when I was serious with them, quote unquote. Yeah, I started bringing them home, and then it was just confirmed. Like, after that I didn't feel the need to say, like, I'm a lesbian, because at that point she already knew what it was. So then me and the girl, like, I had my first, like, well, the girl that I was with first in 8th grade that ended up, you know, talking to mad guys and stuff like that, I really wasn't that intimate with her. Like, it was that one time in the school bathroom, and then we used to go to the park, and then it was that time. Like, it wasn't too much. Like, it didn't go further than a kiss. You feel me? But when I got my girlfriend in 9th grade, well, honestly, even then it didn't go further than a kiss, but the kisses was intimate. Like, it wasn't just like a tap kiss or whatever the case may be. We didn't really do much then either. Then in my senior year, because after, honestly, I went through like this whole hiatus, and I didn't have a relationship for like 2 years after that, because I had transferred. Like, once I had left the all-girls school, I had transferred to actual high school. And it was a co-ed school. It was males, and the camera can't see you. It was males and females. So it wasn't really that many girls in that school that was gay. Most of the females were straight and stuff like that. And I'm not even gonna lie, it wasn't a lot of baddies in my high school, so it wasn't giving relationships. So if I was talking to people, it was on like social media, like Facebook, Instagram, such and such. Then, and finally in my senior year, yeah, it was definitely my senior year, around like May 2019, I think it was 2019 or 2018, one of the two, but I just know that my sister was graduating from high school, and I started talking to this girl, and like from the first day or whatever, it was vibing, and we got serious, and she was a stud, so she was like experienced, I guess, quote unquote. That's what I thought at the time. And that's when I had my first sexual encounter with a female in my senior year. And I feel like that wasn't even what confirmed it. I feel like after I left middle school, it was strictly like no niggas. No, actually I'm lying. In my freshman year, no, I think my junior year. So in my junior year, no, it wasn't even, I feel like it was another time where my close friend, she was basically like, oh, how do you know you like girls if you never had a serious relationship with a guy? And then I was talking to this Hispanic boy that lived in my neighborhood or whatever, but I wouldn't even really call it talking, because we never kissed, no, none of that. He was just like an experiment to see if I'm really gay. And the experiment was, it really wasn't an experiment, because I knew I wasn't into him. Like, he was a, which I would say like a hood nigga at the time, and it just wasn't given, because like we was linking up in like public areas, and at the time everybody knew that I like girls already. So me being around him, it was just like, oh my god, like we was not indoors with it, so it was just not a vibe. And to be honest, that wasn't confirmation for me, that was confirmation. I felt like I was just doing it to show my friend, like, yeah, this is not what's happening, or whatever the case may be. I think that's it for the video, to be honest. I don't think that there's really any more. I feel like I confirmed that I like girls since my first girlfriend, like when I first went to the all-girls school. But if y'all like this video and y'all want a story time on the first time, you know, or anything, definitely comment below. If you like this video, definitely drop a thumbs up. And if you like this video even more, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you can be notified every time your girl Haley's in a room posts another video. And that's just that on that. Period. Bye, y'all.